Androgenic anabolic steroids are the synthetically produced variants of the naturally occurring male hormones of testosterone. The male body produces testosterone in the testes, and females produce testosterone in their ovaries. The word androgenic means increase in male characteristics, anabolic means increase in muscle strength, and steroid classifies it as a drug. Now, who is to use anabolic steroids? Many bodybuilders, athletes, and fitness nuts claim to use steroids to give them the competitive edge they are looking for. They expect the drug to enhance their physical performance so they are better at the sport they are competing in. Also, many people with physical occupations use steroids. Many bodyguards, construction workers, and police take them to increase their intimidation factor and for the same reasons athletes do. There are several ways to obtain anabolic steroids. If you have a medical need for them, you can get a doctor's prescription, but getting them illegally is significantly harder. Most of these drugs are smuggled in from foreign countries like Mexico and Europe. It is also known that abusers will obtain fake prescriptions to get these drugs. They also use clandestine labs to have the drug synthetically made. There are many different ways to take anabolic steroids. The most common and well-known way is by injection. But you can also take pills, get pellet implantation under the skin, and simply a rubbing application. There are also several different forms. Taking 2 or more steroids is called stacking. Cycling is a 6 to 16-week process of taking different levels of dosage, and some at points no dosage at all. Pyramiding is a slow escalation of dosage over a long period of time. There are also several different types of steroids. Oral forms are Anadrol, Oxedrin, Dianadol, and Winstrol. The injectable forms are Deca, Decadobin, Duradobin, and Depot. All these steroids have similar effects. Short-term effects of steroids are what many know well as roid rage. They have reproductive disorders, fluid retention, and severe acne. These effects can be reversible in men using steroids, but not women. Women, it's permanent. Women experience effects like deepening of voice, body and facial hair growth, and baldness. There are also many laws and penalties for illegal use of anabolic steroids. They are considered a Schedule III controlled substance, and possession or sale of them is highly illegal. The minimum penalty is 1 year in prison and $1,000 fine. The max penalty is 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Many sports organizations have made sanctions against using anabolic steroids. They can lead to game, season suspension, or even removal from the organization. Leagues like the MLB, NFL, NHL, and NBA have all taken these actions. Taking these drugs can also lead to a possible psychological disorder, an increase in negative social relationships, nervousness, and irritability. There's also been a massive increase of steroid use in the past years with children and high school 12th grade seniors. 22% of 8th graders, 32% of 10th graders, and 46% of 12th graders reported steroids were easily to obtain. More than 57% agreed steroids were a great risk when it came to using. All efforts should be exploited to stop the use of high school athletes in taking steroids. Law enforcement must put a stop to the sale of these illegal drugs to protect people from themselves and to maintain the well-being of the general public.